everybody, it's Kristin and I have some empties for you. I think this is empties number 2 for 2017. As I've mentioned in my first empties video, I am just, I can't tie myself into, I have to do them every month sort of a video, so we're just going to do them when I have them, when I have the time really. This is very, very full, so I may eliminate some of the things in here so this doesn't go quite so long, but let's just jump into it and I'm going to grab and go. There's going to be no... It hurts me. It hurts my organizational self, but there's going to be no organization. All right, I will skim through some of the things that I've talked about, or like go fast. Skim through. Anyway, these are the Kirkland makeup wipes. I love these. I just think they're such a great value. You get 150, I think, in the pack, and it sells, not in this pack, but like in the big box, it sells for like $12. I just think it's a great value. I love them a lot. On that same sort of thing, these are the Huggies wipes. I use these to set my makeup vanity for swatches and that sort of thing. These are usually like $1 or something like that. So I like those. I have my garbage right here, and then everything else that isn't garbage, that's recycling, is going to go over on this side. Okay, so this is the Organic Hair Doctor Bioactive Organic Moroccan Argan. It's a hair mask, okay? There's a lot of words to that. And I think I got this in like an Allure beauty box or something like that. I really liked this. A lot of hair masks I end up not liking and passing on to other people, but I really like this. It has kind of the flip, not kind of, it has a flip top, which I really like, especially in the shower. It's just easier than trying to turn and that sort of thing. You can get into everything. So I like this. I would absolutely purchase that again. All right, speaking of flip tops, this is the Trader Joe's body butter. This is the pumpkin body butter. I do really like this. I like the original scent much better, but I do like this. It just, it's a little thicker or something. You have to work with it a little bit more to get it completely, you know, worked into the skin, but it's lovely. It smells lovely. It's all good. More makeup wipes. Some Neutrogena. I always buy these ones when I'm traveling. They're just a little bit smaller. I shouldn't say that. I have in the past always bought these when I'm traveling, but now because I'm traveling so much, I would have to buy these every day. So what I've been doing is just taking the Kirkland ones and I put them in just a snack size bag, you know, a little baggie that you would put snacks in. And I put however many I need for the trip in that, and that's what I take now. So I probably, well, I love these, and I would go back to buying full size of these if these went away. Hair things, Tresemme. I know. Hairspray. One of these days I'll show you something different. It could happen. I love this. It's the Tresemme Tray 2. It's just my favorite. It works. It's inexpensive. Every time I try something else, it costs more and I'm not as happy. So, and then of course the Detox Dry Shampoo. I love this, but I have to say this. I've never had this happen before. Can you hear this? Like, wait. It's not the cap. It's like there's something hard in there. It's like it got, you know, like the powder that's in the stuff got hot. I don't know, it's very strange. So I had used most of it. There's just a little bit, it's just very strange, but it doesn't matter. I will still repurchase and have repurchased. This just happens to be a random thing that I had in there. This is the, I was looking to see if I had anything else sort of random. This is the Garden of Life Vitamin Code Women. These are the raw vitamins that I take. Every once in a while I throw these in here just to share with you guys. I take 2 of these in the morning and 2 of these at night because you can't, the serving size is 4 of them, but you can take all 4 of them at one time, but you're not going to absorb everything that you need to absorb. You can only, your body can only absorb so much at one time. So 2 in the morning, 2 at night. I really like this. I get it on Amazon. They work well for me. They don't make me sick to my stomach because they don't have all those fillers and stuff. Oh, I lied. I had one more hair thing. This is a sample size. I get these little, well, I shouldn't say that. I had a few of them. Now I haven't looked recently, but if these come up as 100-point perks for Sephora, I will get these. This is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day. It's just the, you know, deluxe sample size. Because I hardly have to use any of this product, this lasts a really long time, and I love to have these just to keep in my travel bag so I don't have to continue to remember to pack my other one. And it leaves me more space in my little bag that I can carry on. Know what I'm saying? All right, let's talk about a little bit of skincare here. I used up a little baby Bioderma, the travel size Bioderma. I really like this. I like this so much better than the one with a green cap. I'm currently using one with a green cap when I travel, and I just don't like it as well, but I have one of those. I got this in Canada when I was up there for a sales meeting in the fall. And this is the Algenist Ultimate Anti-Aging Vitamin C Serum. So I really liked this. I would absolutely purchase this. However, in the meantime, I'm going to go back to the Ulla Henriksen vitamin, or that's the Truth Serum. I really like that one, and I haven't used it in so long that I want to go back to it, try it again, see if I like that better than this, and then I'll make a decision. that make sense? But I really like this. I was really happy with that. And then I have another one of these that I've worked through. This is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Makeup. I love this. I don't always love the scent of it. Oops, the little top came out. I don't always love the scent of it because sometimes when you buy it, it has a delightful scent and sometimes it doesn't. And I don't understand that. Well, I totally had more hair things. I don't know why I didn't think I had as many as I did. I used this and this was okay. This was the Kerastase Reflection K Chroma Rich. It was a hair mask. Looks like that. It was just sample size. I liked it. I didn't think that it blew me away, and I imagine because it's Kerastase, it would be pretty expensive, so I don't know that I would purchase it. There are other ones that I like that are much less expensive, so I don't think I would purchase that one. And then I went through another one of these. This is the Sebastian Whipped Cream. This is my favorite mousse for when I'm going to leave my hair naturally curly. I do that more in the summer than I do in the fall and winter, but I really like this. This is my favorite. It smells delightful. It works really well. I like that a lot. More hair stuff. This is the Caviar Anti-Aging Replenishing Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner. And these were nice. I didn't think they were all that and a bag of chips, I gotta tell you. Do people still say that? Anyway, I thought they were okay. I just didn't think they were like amazing. And I've heard people just say great things about them. So I'm happy that I bought this. It was like a pack, like a trial size pack or something. I don't think it was a point perk. I'm fairly certain that I purchased it, but it was nice to try and nice to have. Oops, those are recycling in the travel size. I used up another. This actually, you know what? It's makeup. We're just gonna hold this. We're gonna hold that till the makeup portion. All right, Champagne Toast from Bath and Body Works. I don't know if this is around all the time. I can't keep track of what they keep and what they get rid of. I don't understand that. Back in the day when Bath and Body Works first started, they had their like core group of scents. And every once in a while they'd bring in a new one. Now a scent comes and it goes and it comes. I can't keep up. However, having said that, this says it's pink champagne, black currant, camboard, sparkling nectar, and sugared musk. I loved this scent. I thought it was really, really nice. This is I actually cut this into 3 pieces to get all of it out. The body cream, I really like the ones like this versus the ones in the things that come like this. And then the shower gel, really. That smells so good. It was really, really good. I like that. I don't think I've gotten that excited about a body cream or about a scent from Bath & Body Works in a long time. And then I have the Dove Dry Spray. I like this. I have, this happens to be the Cool Essentials fragrance. I like this. I like the one with the blue cap on it. I can't remember what that's what I'm using currently. So absolutely would repurchase that. Well, I have sponges. It was just time for me to throw some of them out. These 2 are beauty blenders. I do like them, but I really like this. This is one that it's time for me to throw out finally. This is the Beauty Junkie Pro Contoured Blending Sponge. Let me try it. There you go. And so it's very similar to the Real Techniques, but it feels more like when it's wet. It doesn't when it's soft, but when it's wet, it feels more like the Beauty Blenders. And I went back to using Beauty Blender for a while to just kind of make sure that, you know, like how you feel about it. Sometimes you think you're so in love with one product, you want to try something else. I still really prefer the Beauty Junkies Pro Contour Blending Sponge. So they sell these in packs of 4 on Amazon for like $11 or $12, something like that. Such a great deal. I just don't like the Real Techniques one at all. I like the shape of it, but it doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't apply foundation well for me. I know I'm in the minority, but it's not my favorite. So that's what I have to say about beauty sponges today. Apparently I had a lot of them. I used up the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. This is the shade in 110. I do like that, but now, and I had talked about it in the past, it is one of my favorite drugstore foundations that I've tried. However, if I'm picking between that and the L'Oreal, I realize this is so much cheaper, but I like the L'Oreal Pro Glow so much better. I don't know, there's just something about it. It has a little more hydration to it, I think, and then the Ready Set Gorgeous does, and the same longevity but with better hydration. So I definitely prefer the L'Oreal, just as an FYI. Let's see, I have a couple of brow pencils that I finished. These were, I think, on my use it up list, so I'm going to save these because I've not filmed that. I know I owe you guys a quarterly update. At this point, we may just have to do a 6-month update. But the It Cosmetics Brow Power, love this in Universal Taupe. It's absolutely one of my favorite brow pencils. And I have to tell you, working through this, I think I liked it more and more the more that I used it. This was the ColourPop in Dope Taupe. I really ended up liking it. So it's a little skinny one. And then, I saved a little bit of it here. I used it today for the last time and saved just a little bit of it so you could see the color. There it is. So if it takes just a little bit to set. So if you put it on and then you, I don't know, you decide to put on your bronzer after or something, I don't know, you'll you know, it will wipe off. But once it sets after 5-ish minutes or so, something like that, it stays pretty well. I'm really impressed with it. It has a little spoolie on the other end, so for travel, it's great. I really like pencils that I don't have to bring a separate spoolie for. It's, you know, it's the little things. All right. I have a couple of liners in here. One that I used up, this is the Tarte in Onyx, the Tarte Skinny Smoldereyes in Onyx. I love that. I really am a big fan of the Skinny Smoldereyes for upper lash line. Some of them stay better in your upper waterline than others. This one is not my favorite for the upper waterline. And then I have a couple that I'm tossing. Whoops. Or did I use this one up? Nope, I did not use this one up. So this was the, and this is, it's because it's dried out. This is the Avon Glimmer Stick in Blackest Black. I really like the Glimmer Sticks in general, but that was me pushing like really hard. No, we're done with that. I have enough black liners, I don't need to keep the ones that are dry. And then this I was gonna show you, this is the Urban Decay Perversion. It just dried all up and went down in there, and then I tried to sharpen it, and then it like sunk back down in, so we're done with that as well. So dried up, this is the Mary Kay, and I did really like this liner, but it's the Mary Kay gel liner in jet black. You can see that it has dried up and cracked, and I can no longer get anything from it. Oh, I have another brow pencil. This one I pulled out to use up, and there was hardly anything in it. I think it took me just a couple of days to work through it. I just had a little coughing fit, and then it was gone. So this was the Maybelline Define a Brow in medium brown. I do really like this. At some point, somebody had told me, or I heard not Instagram, on YouTube somewhere, that they were, oh, you know what? I just remembered that somebody asked me my last Empties video to hold the products up longer, and I did not think about doing that today. I'm sorry. I will be better next time. Anyway. So this is the Maybelline Define a Brow in medium brown, and I had heard at some point that medium brown was being discontinued. So I bought like 3 or 4 of them, and I have now worked through them all, I am proud to say. Okay, also on the liners, I missed this one. This is the Marc Jacobs in Blacker, a little sample size that I had. I used that all up. And a couple more things that I've used all. Obviously, it's at Empties. This is the Bioderma Sensi Bio. And this is the AR. So this actually is a moisturizer, but it can be used as a primer, and I love this as a primer. Love, love, love. I have to say right now, of the primers that are still out on the market, meaning not ones I've used in the past that I loved so much, but the ones that you can still purchase, I would purchase this all day, every day. This is, you know what? Is it too late for me to do the ride or die tag? Let me know. Because I would probably do that. This made me think of that. Oh, that goes over here in recycling. Okay, I have 2 powder products that I used up completely, and this, aside from some masks I want to show you, this is the end of my Empties. I used up the Maybelline in Linen all the way completely to the end. I use it every day. I used it every day as kind of my base. After I put on my primer and then my Painterly paint pot from MAC over that, then I use this type of a shadow all over just to give a nice even base for blending. Currently, I'll show you, I'm using the Sally Girl in beige for that same thing. It's nice to have one that's not super pigmented. You just want to give it, you could use your powder too, but for me it's easier to just have that, and that's what I do. And then I used up, this is the Pure 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Makeup. Used that all up. I have to tell you guys, I have mascaras too. I really liked this. I would absolutely 100% repurchase this. Really like this. So it's a nice kind of substantial packaging that's a little bit heavy, but I don't know, I felt like it was well protected, you know, in travel and that sort of thing. So I really like that, and would, like I said, absolutely 100% repurchase that. All right, my friends, mascara madness within my Empties as promised. The first one that I want to talk about is the Max Factor 2000 Calorie. I did like this. However, it flaked on me. It did not transfer on me, but it did flake on me quite a bit. I had to use it in conjunction with it. I didn't show you that very long. My apologies. And this you can't get here. This was sent to me by a longtime subscriber and friend of mine. You definitely have to use another mascara with it to kind of separate it out. Even though it's the brush that I like, it did get a little bit clumpy. So it's dramatic volume. It did build volume. It didn't add any length at all. So that one was just okay. This is an oldie and a goodie, an oldie but a goodie. This is Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I love this mascara. It's one of my favorites. I say one of my favorites because it just has such a great wand. Every mascara should have this wand in my opinion. Just my opinion. I know others don't like it, but it's a natural wand, but there's just the kind of the way the bristles are. I don't know if you can see. I just love this mascara. Love it, love it, love it. But it does dry out quicker than most mascaras and will start to flake on you. So you get a couple of months out of that one at the most. NARS Audacious. I didn't like this one at all. I used it in conjunction with other mascaras to kind of help separate and maybe add a little bit of length. I don't like this kind of brush. So it just wasn't my favorite. It's fine, but it wasn't my favorite. This is one of my favorites, Lancome Hypnose Drama. I used this for quite a long time, and then this one will start to flake on you as well after a couple of months. So here's the thing, we'll just have a very quick mascara discussion. I'm not just about through. I still have a good amount left in my drawer, but when I'm through the high-end ones, I'm really going to spend probably a good year working through, purchasing some and working through some drugstore mascaras, because I know there are good drugstore mascaras out there. I just haven't been able to try because I have so many that have been in my drawer that I want to work through first, obviously, before I buy any more. So, but this Hypnose Drama, I do have to say, I liked the full size, but I feel like I like the travel sizes of these so much better. I don't know why, but I just feel like I like the sample size, like the deluxe sample size is better. I'm not sure what this was. Apparently I had to really think about that. And then lastly, this is the Jordana Best Lash Extreme. This one is okay. It has a nice brush on it as well. This does transfer on me, but I'll use a little of the Estee Lauder little black primer over the top of, of my lashes at the tips, just so that it doesn't transfer on me. It's fine. It's, it did the same thing that it did way back when. I'm excited about it. I like how it looks, and then it transfers, and then in a month it dries out, and it's only a couple of dollars, so it's not that big of a deal if it dries out in a couple of months. But so there are my thoughts on my mascaras for this quarter. Lastly, we have some masks here. I want to just talk about, I'm not sure if I can get this. I have this one in a bag because I used it a couple of times. This is the Martini Green Apple Collagen Mask. I really like this one. These will show up on Haute Look, the Martini masks. They're expensive, but they're really nice, and you can get 2, sometimes 3 wears out of them. And I will tell you this, when I had my sinus surgery, I definitely was doing that. I would use it one time, and then I would put it in here in a bag and in the fridge, and it felt so good to put that cold mask on top of, my sinuses when I was recovering from that. So it was awesome. I have a couple of masks from Real Nature. There's an avocado mask and an oil mask. By the way, I'll list some of the things I talked about here. I probably won't list absolutely everything below. These are nice, but these have a very natural, almost, did that go bad, smell to it, you know what I mean? They are not bad. I think that's just the smell of these masks, because every time I've used one of them, they've smelled like that. So those are okay. I don't know that I would purchase those again. I used a couple from this Sue. I am sure I'm saying that wrong. These are ones that I got when I was in New York last year. Are these the same? Oh no, one's aloe, one's green tea. I love this brand. I don't notice a difference except for one that I'm going to talk about. Most masks, I don't notice the difference in them as far as, sometimes if they're brightening, I will definitely notice a brightening difference. But most of them are just going to hydrate your skin, just kind of refresh it and that sort of thing. I use them a lot when I'm, after I fly and that sort of thing. So, all right, so when I'm just about done with my video, that my battery starts flashing at me. All right, this one actually I just used last night, and it was nice. This is the Juicy Pomegranate by Onyx. I love this brand of masks as well. The White Sea Mask is one of my favorite masks of all time. I'm not allowing myself to buy any of those until I use up quite a few more of my current masks. And then this is one of the ones that came in that FabFitFun, I think it was, box. This is Karuna Hydrating Face Mask. I loved this. This was really nice. I could really, some of the masks you're like, oh yeah, my skin has some added, moisture to it or added hydration. And some of them you're like, oh yeah, you can tell the difference, particularly for me the next morning when I'm applying my foundation. I can really tell the difference in whether a mask worked well or didn't work well. So I really liked this one, and I would highly recommend that. Again, that's the Karuna Hydrating and Face Mask. So they came in a box of 4 or 5, I think, in the FabFitFun, but I've heard people say that they found these at TJ Maxx, which is where I get a lot of my masks. And then lastly, I don't know where I got this one, but I will try to find it. This is the Miss Spa Oxygenating Bubble Mask Recover and Refine. It says revitalizes dull, tired looking skin with white tea and pineapple extracts, and it's free of parabens, dye, and sulfates. This, I Snapchatted about this. It was so weird. It was a paper face mask, or even like a fiber face mask, like all of the rest of these. But it bubbled. It bubbled on my... It was the strangest thing. So it was bubbling underneath the paper as it was on my skin. And then it was also bubbling on top where I could like go like this. Like I said, I Snapchatted about it. I would go like this and you could see that there was probably like a ½ inch of bubbles. It was crazy. So I do feel like it revitalized my skin, but I also feel like it really dried out my chin. And that's actually why I did this one, and then I've done a ton of them since. I had been kind of a masking slacker for a while, but I did a ton of the Moisturizer After ones because I really felt like it kind of did a number on, particularly on my chin, as far as really sort of drying that out. But it was interesting, and again, I do feel like my skin was brighter and looked less dull after it. So I know that that's what it was supposed to do, but you just kind of have to be prepared when you do this. If you're a drier skin gal like me, you're probably going to have to do a little added moisture or hydrating masks, you know, in the days to follow. One more thing that had fallen out of my little basket here is the Bioderma Nourishing Cream. I use this at night when my skin is really dry, like kind of in the dead of winter. I've gone through 2 of these this winter. I love this. This is great. If you just get to a point where nothing is working for your skin as far as adding hydration back into it, I love this. There's 40 ml in this, and it sells for I think $14 or $15. You can get it on Beautylish, or if you happen to be in a country that sells Bioderma, you can get it just at the drugstore. But I've cut this open and used every little bit out of this. I absolutely love this. I don't know at what point that happened, but all of a sudden I looked and I have this big old black smudge in my eye. I don't know when that happened, so you know, if you could see it the whole time, my apologies. All right, what are you gonna do? Same foundation as I have been wearing on my eyes today. I am wearing the Chocolate Bar palette. I don't know, I just felt inspired to pull this out. The shades that I used were Salted Caramel, Creme Brulee, and Cherry Cordial. So this one, and that one, and then, of course, this one. And on my cheeks today, I have this is not MAC, Chanel's blush in Jersey. And then on my lips is, apparently it was all about Chanel with my lips and cheeks. This is the Chanel little Le Crayon in Rose Violine, I believe is how you say that. So that is everything, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're having a great day, and in everything that you do, be beautiful. Bye.